record. Hey besties. I feel like I do that every time. I just make it really weird and creepy. So today we are going to be having a bookshelf tour. I know it's been a month, but she is much cuter than when we left her in the reorganization video. I've also had a lot of new additions. So I suppose I'll just start off by saying that I got a lot of this, like the decorative stuff in Australia, and I've also just like accumulated a lot of it over like the years. So I can't promise that I'll be able to tell you where everything is from, but I'll do my best. So I suppose I'll start just by telling you where my bookshelf is from. It is from Bunnings. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I think it was about $70. I don't know, just see if your Bunnings has it in stock if you want it, I suppose. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, I think that is. Or IKEA probably has something similar. So I think I'm just gonna start off by like orientating you guys where my bookshelf is. So this is my bookshelf right here, and it is right next to my desk with my cute little plant. It's like pinboards, window, and then I have my bed right here. I suppose let's get started with the little tour. I like don't know which way around I want to film this. Should I do it like this? Should I have my ugly mug in the frame? I feel like we shouldn't do that. Let's flip it around. Okay, so we're probably familiar with some of this from my bookshelf reorganization, although there is some new additions, kind of, or it's just been shuffled around a little bit. So I've still got my like 4 5 Source posters up here. I am still yet to change the blue tack on them, so they are still sagging and like falling down, but I can't be bothered changing the blue tack. And then if we just kind of like come down, I have obviously the top of my shelf. This plant, she's worse for wear. I didn't water her enough, but I know how much I'm supposed to water her now, so I'm hoping we can revive her. She's just a little maidenhair fern, and the pot is also from Bunnings. That pot is from Bunnings as well. And then I've got my obviously Devil's Ivy. She is thriving. I know how to water her. And then I have this like, I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's like an artwork stand or like a photo stand thing, or I don't know. The thought was with it was that I would like put my current read up here, but I don't really like how it looks. I just like how it looks better when it's empty. And then I just have my little kangaroo. He actually like jumps if you put him on like a, you know, decline. And then I have my gratitude jar, which I just put like, I don't do it every day, but I put like my nice moments from the day in here. And then I just have like a terracotta dish back there. Okay, so that is the top of my bookshelf, and this like little nick right here is from actually a candle getting stuck on the top of it. And I had to like rip it off, and it unfortunately took some of the like coating off the shelf, but she's okay. Okay, so if we move down to the first shelf, this is just like my, I want to say warm tones, but realistically it's like half with warm and cool, so this is just a colourful shelf. I've actually realised that I have a lot of sports romance on this shelf. I don't know, I didn't do that on purpose. Okay, so on this shelf I've got my little candle. Where is it from? Celia Loves, and it is Japanese honeysuckle. Oh, the top of it looks kind of gross. I got it actually from Beacon Lighting here in Australia, so, and it smells really good. So if you want one, or if you just want to go smell it, go to your nearest Beacon. And then I just have these 2 pink like crystals. I can't really remember what they are. I think one of them's like an angel something, and then this is in pink opal. Okay, and then if we actually just look at the books, which are obviously the main event, I have my whole off-campus and Bri-U series. I've read everything except The Dare. Very excited for The Dare and Mr. Connor Edwards. but I would highly recommend the series. It's so good, especially if you're like just trying to get into sports romance. And then I have The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walter. I read this quite a while ago. It's just like a cutesy summer YA. I actually recently reviewed this on my Instagram if you want to go have a look. And then we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. Haven't read this yet. Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy. I actually got this the other day from Big W. I was very surprised that they had it in store, but there you go. And then we have The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. And then obviously over here we have some more sports romance. Two of my Mariana Zapata books and my only Tijan book. I've got From Luke Off With Love, which was a 5-star read. I love this book so much. And I haven't read the other two yet, but I'm very excited. I think they're both football. Yeah, I'm very excited to read this. I want to read it on my mid-semester break because I know that if I read it while I'm at uni, I'm not going to get through it. And the next shelf down, I have like dark colours and blues and purples. It'll probably trigger some people that the authors like aren't together, but we're going for aesthetic and so that all my books fit. Sorry, my collection isn't really big enough for like authors to be necessarily together. So my little decorative elements on this shelf is my, I guess it's like an artist's reference hand. I don't really know, but it's just got all my jewelry on it because where else would I put it? And then I have these 3 little stones, crystals. I've got my smoky quartz, my pyrite, and my pawa shell. Okay, so over here I have my Maid series, The Sweetest Oblivion, The Maddest Obsession, and The Darkest Temptation. And then I've got this stack and All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. So on the stack we have Twisted Love by Anna Huang, A Risk on Forever by N.S. Perkins, which I'm very excited to read. It will probably make me cry on the floor like a little baby, but it's okay. And then we have Addicted to You by Christian Becca Ritchie. I read the first chapter and I was just in a really bad book slump and had to put it down, but I'm looking forward to restarting this series. And then we have Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas and Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Why is that such a tongue twister? Punk 57, it was okay. Birthday Girl, I really loved. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. I have mixed thoughts on this book. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I was going to say Colleen Hoover by Reminders of Him, but Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I haven't read this yet. I'm not really in the mood to, but I am looking forward to it. And then we have Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I love this book, 5 stars. Then we have All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover. I read this recently. It didn't emotionally destroy me as much as I was expecting, but it was still good. And then we have The Perfect First by Maya Hughes. It was alright. You know, it was good sports romance, I suppose. And then The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Haven't read this yet, kind of scared to. Same thing goes for It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I haven't read this, I'm very scared to. I think I'm probably going to wait till the hype dies down a little bit. And then obviously All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I started reading this book. This was in my like massive book slump as well. I got a little bit bored, didn't really want to persevere. I just wanted something to like grab me. And All Your Perfect actually got me out of that book slump. But yeah, I will come back to that. I like it. Like, I like it. It was just slow, you know, and I needed something quick. Okay, next shelf down, we have my dark romance. I love this shelf. But before that, we have my Light and Glow candle. You can kind of see it there. This one smells like, where is it? Vanilla caramel. It smells amazing. That was actually the culprit of taking like some of the paint off the top of my shelves though. So I mean, I'm not upset with her. She smells good enough to be forgiven. I actually haven't read a lot of what's on here, but I still love it. I just think she's pretty. I think they're all pretty, to be fair. Anyway, so down the bottom here we have my Born in Blood series by Cora Riley. I love this series. It's obviously not complete, but I mean, you can still read it with just these 6 books and like understand everything. And I don't know, I think these 6 books are kind of the best. Then we have Lessons of Corruption by Gianna Darling. I got about halfway through this book before I had to kind of not right now it. I read this while I was in my massive book slump and just couldn't really get through it, but it's okay, I will come back to her. And then we have my Elite Kings Club series by Amo Jones. I've read Silver Swan, The Broken Puppet, and got a little bit of the way into Tessea Mortuus. I don't know how to say it. Before I just kind of had to have a break because there is so much brain power that goes into this series. It's a little bit intense. But yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back to the series, and I'm really looking forward to Nate and Tilly's books, which are Malum Part 1 and Part 2. Okay, and then we have my only TL Swan book. I started trying to read this one while I was in my book slump as well, and didn't get very far in, but I liked it so far, I guess. I think I read the first chapter or two. I will definitely be coming back to it, just maybe not as quick as some of the others. And then I actually have my current read, which is There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. I am actually quite enjoying this book so far. It took a little bit to get into, and like one of the very early on chapters was like a bit intense, but I'm really liking it now. And I'm looking forward to finishing it, hopefully this weekend. And then obviously we've got the sequel in the duet, There Is No Devil. And then I have the first book in the Sins of Our Fathers series. Haven't read this one, a little bit apprehensive because I haven't heard great things, but I mean, I am looking forward to continuing Cora's Mafia World, and I'm hoping they get better after the first two. Okay, moving on from my lovely dark romance shelf, we have the Overflow shelf. Now, she's not pretty, but she is necessary because I cannot for the life of me organize these books so that they look good with the others. I had this same dilemma in my bookshelf reorganization video, but you know, we still have this dilemma. I don't know how to fix it. So first up on the Overflow shelf, I've got the Kimura Chronicles, Twisted Loyalties. I love this book. Twisted Bonds, Twisted Pride, I loved this book as well. Twisted Emotions, Twisted Hearts. I actually quite like this book. I know a lot of people don't, but I liked it. And then we have Twisted Cravings. Following on from that, we have the, what's it called? Dirty Air series. So we've got Throttled, Collided, Wrecked, and Redeemed. You can actually see that I started reading Wrecked as well in my book slump, and I had to not right now it. So I've read the first two. I liked Collided more than I liked Throttled. They were good, but I've heard like really, really great things about these two, so I'm very much excited to pick them up. And then we have the Spanish Love Deception, which I bought recently at Big W. I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've heard great things, although I am a little bit scared because the hype is real. And then I have The Hating Game. I'm also scared to read this one because there is so much hype around it, there's so much praise. I'm scared it won't live up to it because I read like the first page and I was like, okay. I hate that bloody sticker on it though. Anyway, I am looking forward to it nonetheless. So I actually forgot that in my Overflow shelf, I have my Witcher box set up the very back there because I mean, it just doesn't fit anywhere else. So if I just like pull them out, you can see them in there. I have read, what have I read? I've read the very first, well, I've read a little bit of the very first one. I don't know if I'll keep reading it. I like it. Maybe when I like get back into my gaming and Witcher obsession, I might read it again. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a one last like little overview of my bookshelf. She's cute, love her. I'm very happy with her now. I was a little bit like not very happy with her after the end of my reorganization video, but she's cute now. I like her. Okay, so I suppose that really brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing my bookshelf collection, my book collection, in a little bit more depth and not seeing me super stressed about it at the same time. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Head over to my Instagram if you want to kind of get sort of daily updates. I kind of post every couple of days with reviews and trope recommendations and things like that. And I also just want to say a quick thank you. I hit 1,000 followers on my Bookstart the other day. I'm over the moon about it. We've grew really quickly. I'm a little bit shocked, but I'm very grateful. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye.